Okay, so today we will have the topic of newspapers. I have 4 questions there and I will answer them in order. The first one is, do you often read the news? Absolutely. I read the news on a regular basis. I think that we are really fortunate to be living in a time when we can learn about the latest developments of the world at the click of a button. And I also believe that there are various ways to consume information today too. For example, I listen to podcasts every day, and if I want to see what is going on around me, I just check my Facebook news feed. Alright, so the second question is that, do you think updating the news every day is important? Of course, yes. The world now is ever evolving, so we have to bear in mind the fact that we have to stay on lots of things, we have to stay on top of things, and we educating ourselves about what's taking place around the world will enable us to seize any opportunity and succeed in this life. It will also alert you of the danger which are lurking out there, for example, crime, pollution, so on. If nothing else, being well informed will allow you to hold a conversation with another person, because nobody wants to talk to somebody who are living under a rock, right? Yeah. The third question is that, which do you prefer, magazines or newspapers? I think that there is something to be said about both, but I'm partial to magazines. I have to admit that my attention span is kind of terrible. That's the reason why having images and illustrations really goes a long way in holding my interest in the article. Of course, newspaper can be really interesting, but in most of the time, I kind of struggle to finish the whole newspaper article because it's full of text. Okay, so the final question is that, in your country, are old people or young people more interested in the news? I think that there is a popular belief that young people tend to be ill-informed and not interested in reading news at all. However, I have the sincere belief that both the old and the young care about what is taking place around the world, but they just care on different topics. For example, the elderly people tend to be more concerned about the changes of economy or politics or that sort of thing, whereas the young tend, maybe because of the pervasive influence of pop culture, so they are generally interested in the celebrities or coverage of trendy events, and as a result they gravitate toward different kinds of press formats. For example, whereas the elderly people tend to prefer the long format journalism, when the young people are kind of fanatical about social media like Facebook or Instagram or that sort of thing. Yeah, and that is the end.